Next game is Lions at the Cardinals. This line opened up -3.5. Arizona -3.5. It's up to 5.5 or 6. So you can get whichever one you want right now, depending on the sports book. So who do you like in this game?
Yeah, speaking of bad run defenses, I like the Cardinals because Detroit can't stop the run against anybody at all. They're going to have a lot of trouble with Kenyon Drake and Kyler Murray. I mean, those two should find a ton of space against the Detroit defense. I think Detroit has allowed the 3rd or 4th most rushing yards to running backs this year so far, and I think they're bottom 5 overall allowing rushing yards. So Arizona will be able to do that and control the clock. Defensively, they match up pretty well with the Lions. They have Patrick Peterson, who's not the player he once was, but he should be able to slow down Kenny Golladay if he's back. And if not, Marvin Jones is going to have trouble beating him. I just don't think Stafford's going to have a lot of places to go with the ball. And really, you have to have a proven run game to kind of, have a chance to beat the Cardinals this year is what I feel like. And Detroit last week, the first 5 carries and a touchdown went to Kerryon Johnson. And then they just kept mixing up their backs to a point that none of them felt effective at all. Of course, they ended up falling behind in that game and had used DeAndre Swift more, so that's part of it. But I just think the matchup here heavily favors the Cardinals. I think there's a world in which the Lions could cover in this game if they can get their passing offense going. But I just don't have much faith in them. Meanwhile, the Cardinals, I feel like, have come out very strong in each of their first 2 games and played very competitively. So I'm on the Cardinals here, -5.5. Probably just for 1 unit. I'm not wild about this spread, but I do think the Cardinals have a significant advantage here.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm on Arizona as well. The unit count is pending, though, depending on what happens with the Lions injury report. The Lions have been so banged up. Like they were missing Kenny Golladay. Now he's coming back, which helps. But they were missing 2 out of their top 3 cornerbacks last week, and their top 3 cornerbacks in the 4th quarter against the Bears. So that Desmond Trufant was out, and Justin Coleman out. Justin Coleman's not coming back, but maybe Desmond Trufant could come back. They were also missing 2 starting offensive linemen with the Halipuli Vaitai. He was out, and so was Joe Dahl. So they have a bunch of injury questions right now. So I think it's hard to handicap this game at the moment. But if the Lions get all of their players back and they're going to be more competitive, I'm probably going to stay away from this game. I might still take Arizona for no units, but if the Lions are still missing a bunch of players, then I think Arizona is definitely the pick for a couple units at least. So yeah, I'm going to be on Arizona with you.
Yeah, I think that offensive line injury is the big one to watch because Halipuli Vaitai will have to block Chandler Jones if he's healthy. And if not, I think it's Tyrell Crosby's their backup tackle. So I don't think Crosby would be able to do much against Jones. So that's definitely a big one to watch. But it feels like the Lions have always been banged up in recent years. So it's just unfortunate because you feel like if they could stay healthy, they might have a decent team.
Yeah, I feel bad for Stafford. It's just snake bitten his whole career with, bad coaches or bad GM moves or bad luck with injuries. Like, just seems like everything just always goes wrong with him or for him, each year. Like, I hope that, if the Lions finish with the worst record in the NFL or a second worst, which is possible, and they're probably going to take Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, and just get rid of Stafford's bad contract. Like, I hope he goes to a well-run team, and if that happens, I think they can make a deep run into the playoffs. Like, I still think he can be really good. It's just that he's had no luck at all, and that continues to be the case this year.
Yeah, maybe depending on what happens with Cam Newton and the Patriots, if the Lions bottom out, draft a quarterback, maybe Stafford could land in New England if Cam goes elsewhere or is too expensive for New England to keep. That'll be an interesting guy to watch. Another opportunity would be Pittsburgh if Ben Roethlisberger's career is over after this year. So there's going to be a lot of veteran quarterbacks to watch. I feel like, the Brady's, Breeze, Rivers, Roethlisbergers, they're getting to the end of their rope in the league. So Stafford may have a chance to go to one of those perennial contenders if the Lions do move on from him.
Yeah, I think those are all possibilities. Raiders too, if Derek Carr keeps struggling. He did well Monday night, but he's so frustrating sometimes. And if he keeps pissing off John Gruden, maybe John Gruden will try to get Stafford. We know John Gruden tried to get Tom Brady, so he's definitely on the lookout for a better quarterback. So